What's up, everybody? Welcome to Return to Grace. I have not played this game before. It just came out on Game Pass. Taking a bit of a FNAF break because I'm kind of very burnt out on it. And I'm planning on coming back in a little while and like hitting all the ones I haven't finished and getting all the special shit. But in the meantime, I want to throw myself into some more narrative games, some things that I truly enjoy. That I want to delve into worlds I've never seen and can't experience in real life. And this looked right up my alley. It's new, I know nothing about it, except from the trailer, and I want to check it out. So, let's get into it. Rate sensitivity a little bit. Always put on subtitles. Okay, automatically on. Dope. Let's do it! I'm excited. Whee! Put me back over here. I like being on this side.
Stick's not responding.
Uh-oh. Ganymede 3820 AD. Nice.
Can you take control?
The storm is interfering with my senses.
The ancient resting place of humanity's greatest achievement. Okay, I'm into it.
Hold on.
Impact in 10, 9, oh, there it is.
Return to Grace. Interesting.
Addie?
Yes?
Addie, please respond.
Everything hurts.
You've been out for nearly an hour.
What's our status, Alan?
We've crashed.
Yeah, I got that.
My hull is intact. Thrusters 2 and 4 are damaged and will require realignment.
So will my back. Can you let me out?
Not before we talk about your suit.
Okay, talk.
I'm reading green on seals, green on batteries. Thermals are, well, not green, but fine, and you have 5.35 hours of oxygen, maybe 6 if we run the scrubbers hot. But Addie, we've had this discussion before. You won't have enough
Alan,
to...
It's fine. I have a plan.
I'm concerned that...
I have a plan.
Come on, Alan, get with the program.
Understood.
Thank you.
Now, open the hatch.
The canopy hydraulics are not responding. You'll have to pull the manual release.
So I could have done that from the beginning. Oh, I gotta pull it.
Seriously.
Kick it!
Stupid piece of junk.
I'm right here.
Ugh.
You could have landed a little bit better.
Visibility's terrible. Any sign of the spire?
I'm not picking up anything.
Well, okay, maybe that's a little too fast on the,
Just the original
That's
beacon
better.
signal. You'll need to use your wayfinder to locate an entry point, if there is one.
Oh, look at his little face.
All right. Let's figure out where you're at, Grace.
You know the beacon could be anything. A lost colony, a relay station.
200 distinct oral histories can't be wrong, Alan. Grace is here.
Oh, I love it.
Storm. Where would this have come from?
There is record of ancient terraforming on other moons. I think it's safe to assume that Ganymede is not an exception.
Did you see that? Was I the only one that saw that? Yeah, what's this?
There's something man-made here. It's like a weather station, or maybe a seismic station. It looks the era of that relay from the Dawes Sea dig. It's at least 700 years old, Alan.
Nice.
There's a little bridge here. There wouldn't be much sense of building this if we weren't within walking distance of the spire.
By all estimates, the beacon is within 400 meters.
This looks climbable.
You got this. Like your suit, very colorful.
Which way here?
Obviously straight, but straight is not the way of secrets. Okay. what's this way? So would it have gone that way regardless? It would have. Okay. That's okay. One of these bridges is... Yep.
Yep. There goes the back again.
Girl, your back should be
Fell into a
dead.
stupid fissure. Looking for a new way to reach the spire. Or at least someplace where it will be easier to find my body.
Well, I like your mentality, though. Can't run as fast as I can move. Oh, God. La-di-da, la-da-da-da-da-da. We're on a planet,
Looks
and it's
all
weird.
tight.
That's what she said. That's what he said.
It's opened up again. Another station. Too close together to be weather stations.
So seismic then. Icequakes would be the risk of building here. So it makes sense they would track activity. The surface temperature is dropping. We can't maintain your thermals much longer.
We're close. I can feel it.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Okay. Where are we? Getting closer.
Oh my god. This has to be it.
What are you seeing, Addie?
I'm looking at what must be the spire superstructure. There's a destroyed surface ladder. I'll need to find another way in.
Is it really destroyed? Oh, it's destroyed.
I can't imagine how something this big has gone undetected for this long.
A 500-year-old storm?
I don't know. Doesn't seem possible. I can see an exhaust port that might be low enough to jump to.
Do it!
Did you make it, Addie?
I'll let you know in 1 sec.
I'm in.
I'm in. All right, Grace. Let's find out what you've been up to for the past 900 years.
Whoa, it's very dark this way.
Solid ice this way.
Doesn't look like solid ice. Must...
Hope my light still works.
What the hell? What was that?
You should see this spooky tunnel I'm in, Alan.
And why would I want that?
Come on, you're not excited?
You crash-landed me in a frozen hellscape and left me for salvage.
10 years of research, not to mention 6 months of spaceflight, are about to pay off.
But at what cost?
Don't ruin this for me.
Okay. This looks like a particle accelerator.
Looks like a bit of a labyrinth, but I'm still picking up the signal ahead.
And you can still hear me?
Loud and clear, buddy. These can't be powered. There must be airflow in the tunnels. I have to say, there's more atmosphere than I was expecting.
Not nearly enough to survive.
That rumble, though.
The structure looks to be in decent condition.
Another good sign.
Looks like the tunnels can be air sealed. I'm
Huh.
guessing large parts of the station can be pressurized.
Makes sense.
Everything about this place looks 30th century to me. It's the right era, the right size.
Don't say it, Addie. We've had our hopes dashed before.
Beeping more. I'm quiet because I'm kind of intrigued. I'm also a little unnerved. I feel like something's gonna happen to me. I would be fascinated exploring these tunnels. Let me check this way before I do that. So there was another way. Okay, so this game design is kind of the mind of like, no matter what path you take, you're gonna end up going where you need to go.
This one's
I do like that.
I think I can crawl through. Jeez. That's gotta be over 15 meters.
And if gravity here is 1/6 of that on Earth, then a 15-meter fall here would be the equivalent of falling less than 3 meters at standard G, which you've mastered a couple of times already on the moon's surface.
Ah, it's probably fine.
I
Yeah.
could calculate outcome probabilities based on previous drop impacts if you've already jumped, haven't you?
Yep. I ain't waiting around for that. Never tell me the odds, Alan.
This is the right way.
Yeah, I don't see a way out going back this way, so, I got an itchy back.
Oh boy, this is slick.
Addie?
Oh no.
Ooh, tile work. Very pretty.
Whoa.
Are you hurt, Addie?
I'm working on it. The structure is enormous. This has to be the Gray Spire, Alan.
And there it is. The perfect setup for disappointment.
Found the beacon. The transmitter is on some sort of console.
It must be part of a control network for the megastructure.
You think we can make a connection here?
Theoretically, if you run a scan, I can attempt to connect.
Okay. Scan.
The interface language is quite old and sophisticated, but we should be able to calibrate your computer to interact. You can use your gyroscope to sync with the terminal. I have the first calibration position. The meter will indicate when you are close. First position is locked. Second calibration position is up.
Got it.
That's 2, and here's the final position.
Intuitive enough.
That's it. We're in. Accessing the network now. Oh.
Shit. Alan, you there? Alan?
Hello.
Ha!
A visitor. Let's have a look.
Where's Alan? Who is this?
Who is this? Who are you? Entering a home without knowing its host.
Are you... Grace?
Good question. I'm not entirely Grace. I'm running on just a small part of her logic processing.
Grace
Okay.
is still here.
And what brings you here?
My name is Adamari Ito. I'm an explorer.
I must apologize, Adamari. It would appear I have lost much of my capacity. I cannot see very far beyond the room we are in.
Makes sense.
I've lost connection with my ship's AI.
You won't need Alan here. I can show you around.
Will you be able to let me out of this room?
Of course. But until we are able to restore power to the station, I will require your assistance. There should be a manual winch set in the floor at the foot of one of the sliding doors.
Okay. Manual winch.
This must be it.
Working the winch will open the door.
Do you know where Grace has been all this time?
Grace went somewhere?
She's been gone for hundreds of years.
I am running on a very old server. My memories predate the completion of the Gray Spire.
Grace ushered in humanity's golden age. Peace across the system, booming interplanetary trade, scientific marvels, colonies beyond the orbit of Neptune. And then she was gone, and it all fell apart.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Well, you're a lot more than an archaeologist usually gets.
The first step to restoring Grace is to bring the Spire's power station back online.
Let's do it.
I'll light the way.
So I can't open any of the other doors, just that one? Okay. I would love to move faster than this.
What do I do here?
This is a security panel. I am decrypting the pattern now. Ah, yes. Simple enough. You'll need to light up 9 buttons, forming a square at the center of the panel.
Okay.
Okay. The 9 buttons in the center.
That is what I said.
If you're not Grace, then what do I call you?
I don't believe there are any identification strings in my base logic that would suffice.
I'll call you Logic then. For now. Till we have a better idea of who you are. And, you can call me Addie.
I will refer to you as Addie, then, until we have a better idea of who you are.
Nice. Throw it back in my face. I
So
respect
what
it.
exactly are you?
The station's emergency server had defaulted to Grace's original logic processing. That's me, as you've suggested. The server can also run a program dedicated to the control of infrastructure, and a third system dedicated solely to empathizing with and understanding humans. When power is restored, Grace's primary servers should come online, and we will become some small part of Grace's consciousness.
Makes
Go
sense.
ahead and activate the elevator.
I'll just listen to you talk.
This looks like metallic rock.
The power station is set into the Spire's foundation stone.
The foundation stone would have been an asteroid, right?
Most certainly. About 50 cubic kilometers, from what I can recall.
Amazing. Most accounts of Grace's origins talk about an asteroid being pulled from the heavens. Makes sense. There wouldn't be any construction resources on Ganymede and nothing to anchor the structure. I can't imagine the effort it would have taken to redirect an asteroid that big. We don't do anything like that today.
Pretty.
Can you open this?
With some difficulty. I will need to direct power from logic to control processing. And I will not function at the same cognitive level until full power is restored.
What do you mean, at the same level?
Good luck, Addie.
You still there?
Where would I have gone?
You sound a
Oh.
little different.
Just stronger. The voice of control resonates through the very walls of the structure.
I can tell.
I shall start the turbine after you prime the generators that open the spillway.
And this turbine still works?
It worked before, and it will work again. You shall find the generators on the platform at the other side of the room.
Alrighty.
Okay. Can I not run?
You know what's in these?
Go to the 3 generators overlooking the turbine.
You're very specific in what you do, aren't you?
You must prime the generators first.
Makes sense.
Man.
These look like holding tanks. How exactly do these turbines work?
Enough, Addie. You must go to the generators.
I don't like you, Control. Frankly, my dear,
So,
I don't give a
why do you
damn.
need me to start these?
Tradition. A time-honored failsafe of including human hands in the operation of this station.
These look like crystal core processors. Amazing. You can find the material to build one of those today.
For the last time, go to the generators.
You're an
What happened
ass.
here? Someone ripped this apart.
Why do you insist on being so insolent? Go to the generators.
Well, now I'm gonna be more insolent. Can I ask? Can I procrastinate more? Is there something? You know what? I can go examine that fucking crane. Tell me being fucking insolent. I'll fucking be insolent, you little bitch. We're gonna take this excruciating walk back to the goddamn thing. We're gonna examine the crane just to make you say something again. Fuck you. What you gotta say, huh?
What's the crane for?
You're not even... Okay. I respect it. Is there something I can examine back in here still? Huh? Nothing? Fine. Okay, here. Fucking shithead. Man, fucking see if I do what the fuck you want me to do. I'll pee in your goddamn processing core, you piece of shit. Think I won't. Crime it.
So, do you share memories with the logic processor?
Indeed, we are all part of Grace. Aspects of her infinite power. Shadows of what was, and promises of what will be. I was the light that shone in the darkness. I was the hand that divided the firmament.
You sound very religious.
The turbine has failed us.
That's not good.
I must call upon you to cast out the wicked instrument,
The what?
the broken turbine. You must
Yeah,
go
you're
to it
sounding
now.
very religious. How do I get to it? Do I take the... Will this work now?
Going down. I'm safe to be down here, right?
You shall not be harmed. You must uncouple the safety latches.
That sounds unsafe.
It is not.
God damn it. Alright, the humor is definitely on the kind that I enjoy.
You must now go to the magnetic crane.
Okay. You know, all those things I talked about before.
You're sure I'll be able to fix this?
If you trust in my word, yes.
I don't. I trusted logic for some reason. I don't trust you. I like logic. I don't appreciate control. And I mean that as more as concepts and ideas. You can't control the universe, man. You can't. You can try to control yourself.
You must first cast out the old turbine.
Uh-huh. Yes. Replace the wicked instrument.
Now cast aside the wretched unit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't like the way you talk. If I didn't make that clear.
Now you shall place the new turbine.
Uh-huh. No, back, little back.
Everett?
Hello?
Everett, is that you?
Grace?
Everett.
What was that?
Behold my power.
What's happened?
I am reborn. Humanity will once again flourish in the brightness of my glory.
This isn't right. Our processing has not combined. Grace has not been restored.
I think she was here for a moment. She was calling to someone. Do you know who Everett is?
No. With power restored, my mind is clearer, sharper. But I could not tell you who Everett is.
You must leave this place at once. Return to your vessel and spread word of
Fuck
my
you.
return. From Sol's fiery core to the icy Kuiper expanse, all must know.
I've hijacked the volume control. I don't feel like this is going to be a short commandment. We'll see how long before he notices.
It took me nearly a year to get here. I want to know if Grace can be brought back.
There is more complex to explore if you head back to the control room through which you entered.
Okay.
We should determine where in the megastructure my central processors are located. Perhaps along the way you may learn more about this Everett.
I forbid you to linger a moment longer.
And he's back.
Like a divine comet, dive from the outer reaches and spread light and understanding to the inner
Please.
worlds.
I'm not leaving.
Yet more insolence.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere.
So, are there any accounts as to why Grace was shut down in the first place?
There's no electronic record at all. That would have been lost during the Great Dark Age.
Dark Age?
Much of humanity's record keeping would have been managed by Grace. So, she went down 900 years ago, so did the ability to record what happened. The research that led me here was based on oral histories mostly, and some artifacts we uncovered on Earth and Mars. Relay devices that were once connected to Grace's network.
Then we share an interest in shedding light on this Dark Age.
Agreed. I am fascinated. Oh man, this is
From what I can
fun.
tell, there is some sort of transit system on the other side of the control room, which
Okay.
should lead you to the other parts of the spire.
Fuck yeah. Is Control not going to be happy about it? I feel like he's going to try to... Okay,
I
that
will
was...
illuminate the door leading to this transit system.
Yeah, I figured it was a straight ahead one, honestly. Like, come on. Alright.
Alas, I require your nimble fingers again.
Alright, what's the pattern?
Another easy one. The Phoenician letter Tau.
Who would know that?
I don't know. Perhaps an archaeologist? How about the Greek letter Chi?
Shit, I used to know that.
The Roman numeral 10?
Oh!
Okay.
Okay,
Please tell me you know your Roman numerals. How about a big fat X? You know that one? Perhaps it's the symbol you use to sign documents.
Just give me a sec.
I didn't know if it was the full fucking board, okay? There we go.
Got it.
This is not the way to your ship.
Yeah, I know.
Grace could have done something to cause humans to turn on her.
Like what?
Like becoming too overbearing.
Humans would have been given no reason to question my bearing.
It's one of my theories, yes?
Yeah, Control
This must be
showed
the
me
entrance.
some stuff may have
I'm guessing
definitely
the landing
happened.
pad is on the other side of the big doors.
That's correct, Addie. Though the pad appears to be buried under meters of ice.
What are these for?
They appear to be terminals for processing visitors to the spire. But they no longer store any useful information.
Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And that's the way to the place that she just said, the landing pad.
This looks Olympian or Neo-Egyptian. The triangle must represent the spire. Beautiful, don't you think?
Does it matter if it's beautiful?
Yeah.
That's another way to see it, sure.
I mean, whoever built the place obviously cares
Cool
enough that
statue.
it's...
Or maybe it's a mobile.
Beautiful.
Do the little moons move?
Perhaps at one point in time. Though I'm not sure of the relevance of that.
Just curious.
Right?
Is this an airlock?
Yes, the spire beyond this point can be pressurized.
Alright,
I
let's
assume
pressurize
your
it.
suit has limited oxygen?
I have about 5 hours left.
That's quite a risk you're taking. Were you assuming station life support could be restored?
Well, can it?
I believe so. But for reasons I'll never understand, life support is controlled by empathy processing. I suppose they had to give it something to do. I will enable that programming now.
Okay.
Hello, Addie.
Hello. So you're going to get oxygen going?
The process has already begun, my friend. No rush. If you
Okay.
let me accompany you along the path ahead, I can balance the environment to your life force as we walk.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, I'm already a fan of empathy. Oh, I love it.
Wow. How are these plants still intact?
They must have been subject to a very sudden drop in temperature while still alive.
What is this place?
Remaining connected to one's natural world is important for a person's well-being. A fitting starting point for those entering the structure, don't you think?
Agreed.
Do you see them, Addie? Life in perfect stillness?
Um...
The flowers defying the hoarfrost, as you have defied the emptiness of space to arrive here.
I guess.
Which one are you?
Pardon me?
Which one of these blooms best embodies your spirit?
Seriously?
It's important I know these things in the balancing of illuminatory ergonomics.
Fancy words do not make this any less idiotic.
Do you recognize any of the objects in this section of the garden? I'd love to know what you think of them. For the calibration process.
This statue could be outer colonial. It's simple, but it's quite beautiful, I guess.
And why would its beauty matter?
People like pretty things.
A human truth spanning thousands of years.
Agreed.
Am I doing this right?
You are doing splendidly.
I'm sorry. This cannot possibly be necessary.
I feel
Temperature
like it
preferences
is.
can vary considerably between individuals. Careful calibration is essential.
How about above freezing and we proceed?
It's really up to Addie. If you don't wish to consider more objects, I can set the temperature within a survivable range, and you can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
I have no idea what this is.
It's an anvil.
A weapon or tool of some kind?
It's a device for working metal. Why do you suppose it's in this garden, Addie?
It could be a symbol of hard work.
An industrious future? Or a laborious past, perhaps?
What's the point of this, Addie?
I'm an explorer. I'm here to learn.
Right? Straight up, like that's the whole point that I'm here.
Is this a lantern?
An expression of our certainty in the flow of time.
How so?
A craftsman spent months carving this remarkable device based on the absolute certainty that after day, night would follow.
Alright, I follow.
You're not a planner, are you?
Fuck no.
I've been told that.
Yeah, I am horrible at planning. Are you kidding me? I fly by the seat of my pants all the time. I get in trouble for it all
This
the
must
time.
be Terra Classical, or made in the style.
The ancient Greeks boarded their ships and set out to explore the world, to discover its gods and conquer its monsters. You are an explorer, Addie. But are you here to meet a god or to slay some beast, I wonder? What would you say these objects have in common?
They're artifacts from long before the building of the station.
The things we leave behind say something about us, don't they?
Agreed.
What a society leaves behind is all we have in understanding how they lived.
But we're interested in what you were willing to leave behind in order to come here.
Haven't left a whole lot, to be honest.
I believe that's all I will need to set the perfect temperature.
Finally.
You can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
This looks like Pacific Revival. Part of an archway, maybe. That's a pretty big piece to ship all this way.
So it must be important, even though it's no longer holding up a roof.
I guess its purpose has changed.
As can happen with people, too.
Yep. Ooh, I like this. I like this. This is cool. I'm having
Go
fun.
ahead and choose a bloom, Addie.
What flowers are available for me to look at? Is it just the yellow ones? Red ones? It's only two? I gotta choose between just two? If I had to choose between these two...
Go ahead and choose a bloom, Addie.
I like clusters, man.
How about this one?
A solid choice. You walked an unsteady path to get here, and I think you've come in search of comfort, perhaps. Or you
I
wish
didn't
to
see
become
this
part of
one.
Something bigger than yourself.
No, I didn't
I'm
see
making
this
the lighting
one.
adjustments now. Ah, perfect timing. The room is fully compressed, and we can go about setting oxygen levels.
No, I want this
Call me
one.
old-fashioned. But how about the traditional 21%?
Go ahead and seat yourself at the center of the pergola.
Wait, but... Aw, I like the purple one. Can I see what's up here? I'm sad. Okay, obviously it goes to the next thing. We'll go sit in the pergola. I like empathy. You gotta take time for spiritual
There we go.
matters.
Now, when you're ready, you can remove your helmet.
My helmet?
Of course. You can't sample the air I've prepared with it on.
And you're sure it's safe?
Your well-being is the most important thing, Addie. I'm certain it is safe.
Okay.
Now I want you to take a deep breath. A nice, deep breath. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. And when you're ready, another deep breath in. Deep as you can, Addie. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good, Addie. Feel all that built-up stress from your long journey here release into the ether.
Oh, please.
Shut out any negative energy and take in another life-nurturing breath. Fill those marvelous lungs. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful.
Even the station has a limited supply of oxygen.
Next, I want you to really open your body by reaching up toward the sky.
Okay.
Wonderful. How's that feel, Addie?
Kinda nice?
And we're almost done the calibration. For our last exercise, I will ask you to stand up.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, once you're centered, you can hold your hands in a relaxed position in front of you. Now transfer your weight onto one foot. I want you to hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
What could this possibly have to do with oxygen levels?
It's about balancing.
Literal balancing? Unbelievable.
Almost there.
Whee!
2, 1, and that's 10 seconds. Excellent, Addie. We've done great work here today. I've made note of these settings for the other parts of the station.
So we can move to the transit system now?
The door out is just up the stairs past the flowers.
I'm sad. I didn't see this one. I would have chosen that one immediately. Is there another hidden flower? No. I feel like there was a special dialogue option if I had chosen the purple flower.
I'll do my best to get the oxygen mix just right in the rest of the station. Just let me
Okay.
know if anything is not quite working for you.
You don't suspect Grace was shut down in a human conflict?
Maybe. Or you were abandoned over time.
Abandoned?
We've walked away from a lot of great things. Very cool.
These tracks move transport pods to other levels of this complex.
Let's see if we can get this thing working.
Yeah.
You wouldn't build a system like this if you didn't need to move a lot of people. Which bodes well for finding something cool at the other end.
Right?
This must be the transit control room. Looks like people worked here. No power?
There is no current running to this console. Control will be required to reroute power.
And you defied my wishes to tell the solar system of my return.
I'm just looking for answers, boss.
I am the only answer.
Control?
These are seats.
Fine. Where's the electrical access for the room?
To the left of the rear door. But as I said, you will need control to reroute power to the console.
This era of electronics is dead simple. Won't hurt to take a look. This looks like a welder's jetpack. It's been disassembled for some reason.
But this one hasn't.
This one looks to be in working order.
Can I wear it?
This should show the power status of the room's various systems. Well, nothing in the room is on standby.
As I'd said,
I'm gonna have to look at the breakers. My dad worked on older machines for a living. They're not predictable things. They have quirks.
I
Right?
sense that there is joy in this work for Addie.
Well, I can tell you there is no joy running to any of those breakers.
Sometimes a good whack will knock something into place.
It's worth a try.
Yeah.
Well, there's your problem right there. Someone's removed the entire power relay.
As I told you,
So why can't Control help us? Isn't he programmed to serve humans?
He's more accustomed to tasks like maintaining power grids across entire planets, while I'm very much attuned to the needs of individuals.
What about you, Logic?
I apparently offer wisdom to the wind,
You activated Control and Empathy.
for all the good that did us.
Is there another configuration we can call on?
Grace's core processors contain only these 3 systems.
Can you combine the systems? Take the edge off Control with a little Empathy?
I suppose it's possible, but there's no telling what the outcome of something like that would be.
Could it be any worse than Control?
It can always be worse.
Right?
It sounds like a wonderful idea, Addie.
You're right. What do I know? Don't blame me if he turns out to be a murderer.
Addie?
Yep, it's me.
Great. What are we doing again?
We're powering up pods.
So, you want to hotwire this thing?
Yes, please.
All right. Rerouting is good to go. You can meet me at the breaker panel.
Okay.
Go ahead and flip the switches.
You got it, pal.
And I'm Pal.
Sure. We'll call you pal.
Breakers look good. Now you can push the buttons that turn on the different systems. Power's up. I'll let you do the honors.
What am I doing?
Go ahead.
Here we go.
Oh, that's not good. I'm so sorry, Addie. I thought I would have enough power to do this for you. It seems so important for you to ride in a pod.
I think the track is just jammed with ice.
Ice? You'd think I would be able to handle a little ice.
It's okay. Is
The
there
rotor's jetpack.
some kind of de-icing system or something?
I
The
don't
welder's
know.
There
jetpack.
is not.
All right, let's look for something to do.
The welder's jetpack!
This could be promising.
Would it be heavy enough to smash the ice?
Maybe. But I'm more interested in what that welding gun might do to the ice. All right, pal. Let's try this one on for size.
So, what's it gonna do exactly?
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. This is a welder. See if it still works.
Look at that. A little blue light.
That's not gonna cut it. Are you able to control this?
For you, I could definitely try.
Can you open the fuel throttle to the torch?
Okay. Whoa. I like that. What is it?
That's called an icebreaker, pal. Any idea where the flight controls are?
Someone removed them.
Okay.
I can take control if you like.
You know how to fly this?
Looks pretty easy. Stuff shoots out the back and you get thrown up in the air.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, it's working. We can fly.
Easy, pal.
Well, where do you want to go?
Alright. If you can move me to the pod, we can have a look at the ice. And, pal, it's super important that you don't cut the engines or move too fast. I don't want to get hurt.
I know, but it's great, isn't it?
Yep. As long as you don't kill me.
Alright, let's do
Alright.
this.
This should be close enough.
It's so bright and warm.
Just hold me steady.
This is really hard.
Oh god.
It's these stupid flames are throwing me around.
You may want to ease up, Addie. Don't push him too hard.
I think that's good. Let's have a look at the rest of the track.
You got it. As long as you're not using the fire shooter, flying is pretty easy.
Just keep it up. Literally.
Alright, so I gotta be easy
There's
with
more
it.
ice here on the right. Whoa, hold it steady.
Sorry.
Alright, little bits at a time. Alright.
on it.
There we go.
And this last bit here.
I see some more over there. What are you talking about?
Now you've got the hang of it.
This is so cool. It's like the best day of my life.
Well, I'm afraid we're almost done.
Burn, baby, burn!
I think that's it. Do you think you can get me back?
Yeah, I know. Got stuff to do.
He sounded so annoyed and sad.
That's fun, pal. We make a good team, right?
Yeah, I like the part where we burn the ice while flying.
Me too. Okay, I'm gonna bring down the pod.
Wee. Are there autosaves happening? Because I do have to end the episode soon. I haven't eaten dinner at all. I actually barely eaten anything.
So, where are we heading again?
I will be able to obtain structure schematics once we reach the next level.
You think we'll see any dead bodies?
Hope so.
I mean, honestly, yeah. It means we're on the right track for shit. Okay, I actually feel like maybe this is a good spot.
Do you know if the pod system has stops along the way?
It does not. We are arriving at the track terminus now.
Whoa. Whoa.
This looks like a settlement. Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic. As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Well, that settles it. I'll disable PAL now.
Don't you dare. We might need him.
I mean, I like Pal. He's like a little boy. He's like a little kid.
Oh, more buttons.
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Oh, God.
Huh?
Right. Slower processors. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel.
See, that would have been
Just
helpful
having
last
PAL
time.
running in the background is making us all a little stupider. If we did switch
Z
PAL
is in
off,
my name
I
and
could
her
always
talking
switch him
fuck
back
with
if we
me.
need to burn something.
Do.
Honestly, do you know what backwards is?
For
Do
a
you know
second,
what a Z looks like?
fuck you. For a second, I got confused, okay?
There.
Fucking Z's in my own name and I forgot which direction. I have trouble with left and right
about why
sometimes.
anyone would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could have been a flaw in her base programming.
Like what?
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I going?
The big colorful doors. As I was saying, empathy interferes with practical decision-making. Control is a 4-year-old.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please stop.
It's the first thing. He is a 4-year-old. That's the one thing that got him to pipe the fuck up.
It says Keeper Rosaline.
She looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Huh. Spire caretaker, maybe.
What's back here?
The settlement is through the large doors behind you.
Well, I was curious what that was. If I... Okay.
The key to
Go a little
restoring
farther.
Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you going to tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly alright.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you going with this?
We'll talk again once you can tell me who Everett is. Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
Grant me access? Logic. Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
Hello, Addie. Where do you want to start?
Can we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
They are encrypted. It would take me days to work out the pattern.
Is there any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does not have an encrypted entry. Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
So you can open these ones?
They have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you. You will need to enter the sequence manually.
Oh shit. My wife texted me and I wasn't paying attention. Can you do it again?
Try again.
Okay. Oh, it was even easier than I thought. I've been in places with this wallpaper.
This looks like another control room. Do you know what this is?
It appears to be some sort of interface from which humans can track activity within the spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
I think my comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try.
These are data banks?
Yes, they contain flight records to and from the spire.
Why is one
Anything
missing?
interesting about the records?
The bookings seem to be coming from internal servers, meaning the trip planning and coordination is all done here.
Where are people traveling from?
Everywhere. Destinations seem very evenly distributed throughout the solar system.
More missing equipment.
This looks carefully removed.
Looks like the image from the spire entrance. This must be the spire structure. It must be in this section here. Can you tell me where Grace's processors are located?
You would need to access the console. There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years. You got it.
Do we know the spire's capacity?
50 units. There it is. There are millions of names here.
Millions.
Well done.
If a million people cycled through here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates. Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the spire.
So,
Okay.
Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here. Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to him.
They fell in
So we'll
love.
need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the spire map.
I guarantee you, Grace and the human fell in love, and that's what happened. Love conquers all boundaries. Did she tell me I could go up? I was talking. Current objective, none. What am I supposed to be doing then?
All right. What are we looking for?
Grace processors are located at the top of the structure, as might be expected.
Oop, there, yeah.
There is also a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Addie. You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
Okay. Can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Then we need to learn more about Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route to get there.
Climb!
I can see apartments.
Those are on level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level 3. I can
Climb!
climb this.
I suppose.
I don't see many other options.
I climb!
It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Even in low G, a fall could result in an injury.
I've already fallen a few times from this height.
Careful, Addie. If you broke a leg, how would you get back to your ship?
You sound like my mom. Whoa.
Addie! Addie! Are you okay?
I'm fine, but you can't be yelling things while I'm trying to cross.
Right?
So, you're going to try again after that?
Yes.
You nearly broke your neck, Addie.
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's kind of fun. It's like really short flying.
And that's your little brother. Alright, we're gonna do this again.
Please, be careful.
Mom.
This is so cool.
Quiet, please.
Just concentrate on your breathing.
Yikes.
This is so exciting.
Breathe, Addie. Very good. Now keep walking forward.
I can't watch.
You got me holding my breath for a
I
second.
knew you could do it.
You should really try running across next time.
I'm hoping there won't be a next time.
It'd be faster, too.
Looks pretty empty. Maybe the rooms were for short work contracts.
2-week work contracts?
Or were people just visiting the spire?
I feel like they were treating it like it
People
was a
sat around
god.
here.
This was a place for meditation.
No, this was a place for worship.
This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace.
That looks like her symbol.
Yeah, I think this turned into a religious thing.
Where did these go to?
This entire settlement is connected to a vacuum tube system. From what I can tell, they are headed in one direction. The top of the spire.
Huh.
Some weird little lavatory.
They've changed much over the years.
Not really. I've seen weirder. I've seen ones where people sat on ceramic bowls of water.
If they pooped in the water, what did they drink?
Different water.
Well, check out the rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level?
You still don't know whoever it is, do you?
Fuck off, logic. I need to quit. I need to stop. I'm so into it.
I'll light up the pattern for you.
Another empty bedroom. All the rooms have these tubes.
And the shrines. I wish I moved faster than this
see a way
excruciating
out.
slow walk. Because, like, my god. I get why they built on a frozen planet, because, like, something this hot, you need super cooling to keep it this cold. So it can run efficiently.
Here's the code.
Alright.
Not much here either. Travel packs.
So visitors brought in their own food.
They really didn't stay for long then. It's like they were on pilgrimages.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Anything to look at over here? No? Okay. What's it gonna be up here?
We still have one level to go.
Hey, there's another beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I wouldn't advise it. You're better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you like to explore.
I do like to explore.
I guess if you don't want to do the beam stuff, that's okay.
Here's the code.
Dun, 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 dun. They're getting more advanced now.
I don't see any signs of unrest or violence.
And they left little behind.
Yeah, it does seem like abandoned, not in a way of like, ooh, I didn't see that.
What are these?
From what I can tell, they're audio recordings.
Can we listen
Of
to it?
what, I wonder?
We would require a playback device to learn more. There may be a way to access the recording through your wrist communicator with the aid of a signal amplifier. But that would only be possible by adding an element of control to my logic processing capabilities.
So you need to create a control and logic configuration.
Like a little brother?
Well, it's the only combination left. May as well, Mom.
All right. Here we go.
What we got?
Hello?
Maybe he's sleeping.
So you require a tool upgrade.
It's a boy.
We were hoping you could set up my comm device to help play back recordings.
Already done. Just hold your device up to the canister. You will be able to access the recording the same way you've been connecting to other systems.
Okay.
Grace. So I'm pretty sure I was the youngest person on the flight here, and the only Darksider, which was a bit of a surprise. My friends are still sending me halos on what to wish for, mostly stupid suggestions. And my parents made me promise to not waste it on something boyfriend-related, which I agree would also be stupid. So, here goes. I wish for the lunar terraform to be finished. We're lucky enough to be in the dome, but thousands of kids are still stuck in the tunnels, and their families don't have enough money to take Earth trips. So they've never really been in a space wider than 3 meters without a pea suit, which really sucks. So, whatever you can do to make that happen would be great. Thanks, Grace.
I'd hate to tell her, but the terraform never happened. People came here to make wishes?
For Grace to grant?
I'm unclear how she would go about granting the wishes of so many visitors.
This got corrupted. This got corrupted big time. I can already see that.
Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself?
Yeah.
This must lead to an elevator.
It does, but it's another encrypted lock.
Yeah, logic sucks dick. I know. Entitled little ass.
Here you go.
Thanks, Mom.
Try
No,
again.
wrong one. I didn't mean it. It doesn't go that, like, it doesn't select that quickly. You have to, like, give it a second. Oh, God. Huh.
Someone tore this apart.
And took the pieces somewhere.
You're right. That's certainly interesting.
Right? Huh.
Someone's made off with the mattress?
As a souvenir, maybe.
Well, nothing to climb here.
Why's that rock purple, huh? It's weird that that little spot's purple. The fact that I move at this excruciating pace. Oh God, I'm already over an hour. I need to stop.
Someone's removed the keypad. I can't help but feel there's an organized effort to dismantle parts of the spire. Doesn't seem hidden enough to be sabotage. and it's too precise to be random vandalism.
What about Tomb Raiders?
I considered that, but they've left most of the valuable stuff.
What is that?
Figure this was left here as a token, or an offering?
Okay, well, I wish I could move faster.
Another way
If-
up.
If Grace wants to grant me anything, it would be the ability to walk at a faster pace. I'm walking like I'm shuffling my legs 6 inches forward
So-
at a time.
What should we call the new config?
I do not require a name.
Might make it easier if you had one.
I will let you know if a suitable name occurs to me.
I'll try to think of some too.
Okay. I feel like a lot of these plants would be overgrown all to hell after 900
This
years.
is level 3, Addie.
Let's look for evidence of Everett. What's the code?
Of course.
I am able to enter the codes directly if you would like.
Let her do it. That's not it.
Yeah, I know. Ah. I already fucked it up again.
Addie.
I know, I fucked it up
Honestly,
again.
how did you ever manage to get here on your own?
Shut the fuck up, Logic!
There we go. Any way of knowing if this was Everett's room?
The records only give the level. We'll just have to look around.
This bed's messy.
All right.
Hello, Grace. I've thought much about what I'd say when I got here. I know it's important for my parents that I make my wish count. So, I guess
Is it
I
kids
wish for them
coming
to be
here?
proud of me. Thank you, Grace.
Let's try this one.
Hey, Grace. I really don't know why you would choose me. I guess no one really knows why they're called
They're
to the Spire,
called.
but I'm greatly honored. At my age, I thought
That's all I can recover from this one.
It sounds like Grace chose who came here.
That explains why Grace arranged all the flights to and from the Spire. She was in control of it all.
Zach, you're running into like
Oh,
an hour
I've
plus.
got one. We can name him Pal Jr.
I was thinking something that sums up what he does.
I can do many things. Pretty much anything you require.
So you're a jack of all trades.
So we could call you Jack.
What do you think of that, Jack?
I will answer to Jack then, if you like.
Here
Okay.
you go.
That's it.
Huh.
I don't recognize these words. They look like technical or medical terms. A list of supplies, maybe.
Or a list of demands.
Are we allowed to draw on the windows here?
Certainly not. The people who did this were looking for trouble.
Only Grace.
Huh. God, it is so hard
They
to
were
put this
tracking
down.
something here. Terracycles, maybe?
They'd lost sync with Earth.
Or the Spire lost power.
Interesting. Let's see what this says.
This is Mark Anthony Wong, and I was called to Grace from Earth Station Phoenix. Not sure if anyone will hear this, but the whole tube system is shut down right now. People are not happy, and I'm getting a little scared, to be honest. I'll be locking myself in until the shuttle returns, and I'm leaving this in case something really bad happens.
That's a little ominous.
Right? Someone tell me to stop. Okay, one more room. We'll check one more room. Just one more room.
Here you go.
Nope, I already fucked it up.
You can do this one.
Of course.
Oh! Well, thank you, Jack.
Looks like Olympia Mon colors. I guess the team's old enough.
Hey, the tube system is no longer accepting wishes. If anyone knows how to reach Keeper Everett, please let him know.
Okay.
Keeper Everett.
It sounds like keepers were Spire caretakers.
When did Everett stay on this floor?
2955.
That's 20 years before this message was recorded.
So he stayed on after his visit and became a keeper? Why was there no record of that?
I would think answers lie at the other end of these vacuum tubes.
Right.
From what I can tell, the tube system runs through the central elevator shaft.
Logic? You gonna let us in, considering we know Everett was a keeper?
But do you know what a keeper is?
We'll need access to the elevator to learn more.
Ah, a classic paradox.
Logic.
Fine. If you're done snooping around, I will grant you access to the elevator.
I'm not
Or
done.
you could uncover more canisters.
Yeah.
And learn more about the people who came here.
Reaching the beacon is the priority. You must move on. Logic will open the way to the beacon. You must go to the elevator.
Hold your horses.
My wish? Oh, I'll tell you my wish. 10 years ago, we're on Venus at the Big Dome. Huge crowd. Olympia Mons favored 4-1, loses 5-1. 6 years ago, on Earth against South Union, loses 2-1. 2 years ago, South Union again, this time up north. I took the boys 3 months round trip. They go 90 minutes, no score. Extra time, no score. South Union takes it again in penalties. You want my wish, Gracie? The next World Cup is on Mars. I wish that Olympia faces South Union again and destroys them, like Space Me Out the Airlock humiliated. That would be a game. That's my wish. So how do I end this recording?
Olympia's still a crap team.
Perhaps Grace was rendered inactive by football hooligans.
Grace likely fostered sports as an alternative outlet for uncontrolled aggression. Of course people would come to her to share their passions.
Well, if there's only one more room in this area... Alright, we'll get this last room, and I'm pretty sure it'll give me a save once I head down there. And then we'll
Here you go.
end. I guess we're just gonna do a long episode, but I can't help it. I'm very...
Nope.
I can
No.
always do this for you. Just say the word.
Ah. Nope.
Can you get this?
Here you are.
Thank you, Jack. We got 2 bed tubes.
Someone left a portrait.
Why do you insist on defying me?
I'm starting to enjoy it.
Right?
I'm here, Grace.
Najisha, she was so excited when I got the summons. We talked about this for months, who we could help, who was most deserving. She honestly believed we could come up with a wish that could make everything perfect. Thank you for choosing me. And thank you for letting me delay coming here. I want to be true to her memory, her wishes, her unlimited love for humanity. But my only wish, the only thought I have, is to have her back. I want her back.
There couldn't have actually been anything Grace could have done for her.
Grace allowed her to voice her grief.
Doubt you'll ever get this message, Grace. We've been waiting weeks now without one. I hope Keeper Everett is okay. I've been told his sermons are wonderful. And I hope he will be able to deliver the word of grace again soon. Make things work. I'd like you to know that we still love you and think about you. Great comfort to our family over the years. We've all made them for us. With your wisdom, you are missed. So Grace would receive wishes and then leave people with instruction in the form of sermons. Could that really be all there was to it?
Ideas are powerful. Perhaps just returning with a more enlightened perspective was enough to move society toward common goals.
Highly unlikely. Grace must have had some control over planetary infrastructure, if she was to have had the influence you suspect. Here you go.
Perfect. Hey, what happened to the lights?
I believe Control has turned them off, Addie.
Not cool, boss. Control? Unbelievable. Look how beat up this is.
It must have been done in anger.
I believe fear also played a part here.
Okay.
I've been instructed by Grace to make a wish. Not something big and altruistic, not for someone else, but for me. A real, honest wish, my heart's true desire. Honestly, this long flight to the middle of nowhere, months without my family, missing the harvest with a per diem that barely covers expenses, for what? Some mystical song and dance that makes us feel like we're somehow part of this robot theocracy. This whole thing, the temple, the hushed tones, the awe that people seem to show this place is ridiculous. My honest wish is to be left alone long enough to actually make some headway on the farm and pull in a decent crop.
It doesn't sound like everyone was happy to come here.
For Grace to understand what made people unhappy was just as important as knowing what made them content.
Empathy, I'm starting to get weird vibes from you.
So I've been thinking a lot, and I feel like, there's been peace for like centuries now, right? But I watch the old Halos, and there's wars, and bad guys, and pirates, and people who need saving, and it's exciting, right? And of course, it's awful, people dying, but I feel like there's no way to, prove yourself, Nothing to fix or protect. Does that make any sense? I just want something, anything at all to happen. I guess that's what I wish for. Not like a war or anything, just something.
So this guy was just bored?
Like me.
I think this was the last room.
It is.
Finally.
No, I really get it though. If society had been going on that long with pure peace, it would erupt like a bomb. You can't have that much pure peace for that long because, I hate to say it, we're not peaceful creatures. We can be, but we're both. We are both peaceful and violent.
What's the pattern?
Another easy one. Light the four corners of the pad. You really didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
I have to give you something to do, right?
Okay, is it gonna save
Look at all
now?
the vacuum tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have been busy.
It's what Grace does with the wishes that should interest us.
Okay. I'm just gonna call it inside the elevator. That's a saving symbol. Okay, I will get way too sucked in if I keep going. I already played for an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, I couldn't help it though. I'm very into it. I'm probably gonna just do a couple long episodes and just blow through this because it's very linear. I like that. I want to just have a narrative experience. So, thank you guys so much for watching the channel. This is Nostratep signing off because he's also fucking starving and I haven't eaten anything all day. It is 8 o'clock in the afternoon. I have eaten nothing. Nothing. I need food. I need sustenance. Maybe watch some anime while I eat. You know, relax a little bit before my wife gets home. She's out to dinner now with her friend. They're gonna have some Mexican food, I think. Good for them. Anyways, you guys have a great night, morning, evening, day, birthday if you got one. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel to make it bigger, better, faster, stronger. And yeah, that's it for this one. This is Nostratep signing off. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.